Hello, Texas aviation friends. My name is Gary Trichter, and I want to talk with you about two spectacular laws in Texas dealing with expunctions and sealings in regard to DWIs. If you get a DWI, that's a bad thing. It has so many collateral consequences, and one bad collateral consequences, it can and usually does impact on your ability to fly in some form or fashion. You certainly need to consider whether it needs to be reported to the FAA. So sealing is something that you need to understand is a new law in Texas, and it says under certain circumstances, you can obtain a sealing or a court order that those records are no longer visible to the public. Well, for you as a pilot, that doesn't help you very much except for employment purposes, where your employer would not find out that you had a prior DWI. But for the government purposes, the fact that a record has been sealed, that is, your DWI records have been sealed from the public, doesn't mean that they are not viewable or obtainable by the FAA. Now, an expunction is something entirely different. An expunction is where the court orders that all the records of the event are actually destroyed. In fact, once the expunction order has been granted, if anybody in the government, that is the state government, were to divulge or disclose that you had a prior DWI that resulted in an arrest and an expunction, they themselves would be committing a Class B misdemeanor, a crime that would subject them to 180 days in jail or a $2,000 fine, or both. So Texas is pretty serious about protecting your privacy once an expunction has been granted. The only exception to not committing a Class B misdemeanor, if you're a government official, is that if you were asked under oath, and this would go for the person, the pilot, getting the expunction, if you're ever asked while in a criminal proceeding about the matter, you may only say, and this is in the law under Article 55.03, subsection 3, when under oath in any criminal proceeding, you may only state the matter was expunged. That's it. There's no requirement to produce records. There's no requirement to talk about what happened, how it happened, or why it happened. It's a done deal. So expunctions are much, much better than sealings. So when it comes to filling out any application, when it comes to being asked anything by an individual, under Texas law, it says, we have given you a time machine, and that time machine takes you back before the arrest, before the DWI occurrence, and we're going to put you and your reputation back at that time and start your life all over again for purposes of your record. And for pilots, that's a really good thing. Folks, my name is Gary Trichter. I'm a DWI specialist. If I can answer any questions for you, simply call me.